Welcome back, everybody, live from the Murray Arena on a beautiful Valentine's afternoon. We're Okotoks Oilers now looking to make a Valentine's gift for the visiting Calgary Royal Blue coming up from Calgary. It's the first time these two teams have faced each other, so we're not sure what we can expect from the Blues of Calgary. Okotoks still in first place in the South Division, U18AA, 29 games played, 34 points for them. Blue Royals of Calgary, 28 games played, 30 points for them. So really, not much from a stat differential between these two teams. So my guess is starting in net for your Calgary Oilers, number 31, Ben Slaney. Looks like he's been taking most of the shots and he's getting ready behind the net. So we're a minute 45 away from puck drop. Thanks for joining us on this February 14th, Valentine's Day. Not many games left in the season for either of these teams. Just trying to call the schedule up here. Royals have 2 more games after this to try to crawl their way up the ladder. They're currently in 6th place in the Calgary, or 5th place, I should say, in the Calgary division. Okotoks has a number of games after this one. They've got 4 left. They're currently in 1st in the South Division, just 2 points ahead of Gold. Haber, surprisingly strong team that they've got this year. They just won earlier today, 12-6, so they gained a couple of points. Now sit just 2 points behind the Okotoks Oilers for first place. Okotoks trying to put some distance between their second place team. They'll do just that with a win tonight over the Royals. So we'll get the pucks picked up, sing a little song at the start of the game, and we'll get ready for puck drop.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon's game between the Calgary Royal Blue and your Okotoks Oilers. Today we pause to honor the community of Tumbler Bridge and all those affected by the recent tragedy. In moments like these, we are reminded of how deeply connected we are and how profound loss can ripple through families, friends, and entire communities. I invite everyone to join in a moment of silence as we reflect, remember, and stand in solidarity with the Tumbler Ridge. Thank you. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem, O Canada.
All right, your starting lineup for Okotoks. Number 31, Ben Slaney between the pipes, protecting the twine. And going to be helping him out is number 4, Alessandro Carvaccio. He's team tonight with 21, Cooper Crooks. At the front end, we've got number 24, Jake Brennan. He's going to center between two heavy hitters. It's number 17, Braden the Lolly, and number 16, Seth Coder. So obviously the coaching staff looking for some aggression and some keeping their foot on the throat of Calgary Royals right off the bat here. Coming out with the hammer line. Off the draw, Royals get it back to 21. He puts it in. Picked up by Crooks. On the attack, turned aside though. At the blue line. Malali swinging a miss. Already getting some of the heavy stuff here along the board. Malali taken to the ice. Flipped up the middle, intercepted by 3 of the Royals. He puts it back in. Carvaccio's got some speed in front of him. That's between the two defense. Shot on. Handled by goalie number 31. That's Will Morgan. Coming back now. There's Boros over to 15. Shot on. Right on. Easily swallowed up by Ben Slaney. 15 for Calgary Royals Blues, obviously a affiliate player, no name bar on the back. Burrows, great pass across the seam for him though. 1924 expired, shot on each goalie right off the bat. One by Royals. Spins away into the corner, dumps it behind the net. Giving chase is number 2 for Okotoks. Up to the half wall, centering pass, just off the mark. Loose puck picked up by Pedersen. He comes to the middle with the puck, intercepted by 4 of the Royals, goes around to the half wall. They've got time to flip it up the middle. 3, Austin Clark back, takes it off of his shin pad, spins away quickly, up the half. Half gets bumped at center line. Royals get it, and they put it back in. First on is 16 for the Royals. Alexander Eagletail. He doesn't come up with it though. Okotoks, and this is the exit pass to Pepler. Now it's back to Barnes for the Royals. He keeps it in. Bit of a foot race there along the boards. Won by the Royals. They try to shoot it in off the big shin pad of 19, Jonas Pedersen. But it stays in. Good play by 17, McCauley. Puts it in the corner. 23 puts it out front. Nobody there. Picked up by Okotoks. Chase Brockhoff can't get it out. Okotoks struggling here in the opening minutes, trying to get the puck out and get it corralled. Chase just shoots it out, goes all the way down. No icing called. Bounced in front. Now it's loose puck in front. Good play by number 31, the goalie. Leo Morgan again came out to stop that centering pass. Quick pass up. 23 came back for the Royals. Now it's 9 over to Murphy. He's got a shot. He's put a few pucks in the net so far. Looking for his brother. He sees him. Far pass to 11, Chase Brockhoff. What a great play by Nolan Murphy going across seam to Brockhoff. He couldn't get all the power on it, and it just slipped wide. 17:37. Some great puck control, puck movement by Okotoks. Deep in the Royal zone. Murphy on the draw, wins it back to Murphy. 7, shot on net, hits escape, picks it up again, tries to take another shot, knocked off his stick. Now on the attack. Here's the Royals. Barnes can't handle it. Goes up ice. Held by Fairhead. Of the Royals, now he gets it back into the zone, spins away from trouble, tries to go to the middle. Picked up by 22. He just puts it loosely into the corner. Ty Brockhoff in a bit of a battle. He shoots it out to the middle zone. Royals put it back. They're offside, so they had to touch up. Nevis Late, hard around the boards. Ty Brockhoff takes a hit to make a play. Down it goes. Royals retreat into their own zone. 22 Croft into the middle. That's 14. 14 Fairhead. He loses it at the red line to Damon Hayes. Now it's a 4-on-1, but McNeil comes up with it. Turnover back to the Royals. They come up north. Nevis Lake gets his stick in the way. Loose puck comes out. There's Carvaggio. He's got it now. He cuts to the middle. Tries to find some space. Cuts back. Williams. First time we've seen him tonight. Puts it across the seam. Doesn't get picked up by Hayes. Flipped up to the middle. Intercepted by 15. He's the affiliate's got the shot on net. Takes another one. Gets labeled by Big Brandon Nevis Late. Welcome to U18AA hockey. Royals now have to retreat back into their zone. Royals. His pass was wide of the intended target. Into the corner. Crooks chips it up. O'Dare, weak on the puck. Can't get it out. Let me get the camera in the right spot. Royals now with it. They retreat into their own zone. Try to cross it. McNeil takes his man to the boards as well. Elbows high. No call. Somebody's lost some equipment on the ice. Now it's Burrows. He's got another opportunity. Good quick shot. Then Slaney keeps it out. Sticks the big arm out. Goes off the blocker. There's Half. He shoots it weakly towards the net. Steered aside by 31. Back in their zone. Effort. Back to Clark. It comes out. But he flips it up and into the rafters. So that puck's going to come out of the zone. Stoppage of play. Would have been offside. So, Okotoks with their opening lineup. Won by the Royals. 16. He spins away from trouble. Tries to go in. 1-on-1. Gets around. Half still with it. Wide pass to 21. He can't pull the trigger. Quick pass down to the front of the net. Sam took a weak shot. 5 now with it. Gets 2 swings at it. Ben Slaney's tight to the post. Holds his ground. 2 quick shots on Ben there. Only counting 1 on the score clock. Obviously not a goalie dad in there. 1 by 13 Sam. Intercepts the centering pass out front. Swinging a miss by the Royals. They're trying to get a loose stick on it. They shoot wide into the corner. Picked up by Jake Brennan. He tips it out. Now it's Mullally trying to go around his man. Scoots past the puck. Seth Godare had 13 Sam lined up. Godare up to Brennan. Brennan now into the middle. That's Clark Williams. Turns on some speed. Sorry, that was Nolan Murphy. Right in on the goalie. It falls off the stick. Number 3 tries to go up the boards, hits one of the Royals players, but now 17 picks it up. Good stick by Brendan Nevis-Lake to turn that puck over. Now he skates up, misses Patterson. Let's get the camera in the right spot. I'll try to do a better job of that tonight. Nolan Murphy now, clearing past to 22 Hayes. He's got a head of steam on him. Cuts into the zone, loses the puck. We're going to get an offside call. 13:40 left in the first period. It's quick pace to this game. Kepler, face off, wins the puck. Wins the face off, goes to Hayes, he shoots it in. All the way around. Jonas Pedersen loses the puck in the corner. Now he's got a chance to get it back. He's behind the net, tries to tip it short side. Nobody there. Caravaggio off of Pedersen's knee pad, square onto the post. It stays out. Caravaggio, just a dangerous little flip shot towards the net. Now Crooks can't handle it at the blue line. Pedersen takes his man to the board. Loose puck picked up by Kepler. He tries to get too fancy and loses it. Good lead pass up to number 9 for the Royals, but intercepted by Okotoks and turned back. Now we're going to get a Royals penalty for too many skaters. I think they could have called one earlier as well, but Royals got away with it. So, too many men. 12:55. First power play opportunity for Okotoks. They'll go back down to deep into the Royals zone to the glove hand side of number 31, Leo Morgan. Murphy wins it. Back to the point, that's Hef. Down low. Murphy skates up with it, gets the puck poked off the stick. He's got to retreat. We're going to have a penalty call here. Cross-checking by the Royals. Chase Brokoff was giving him the stink eye. I didn't see what happened, but the ref did. So Royals are going to go down 2 skaters, 5-on-3, 12:44 left in the first period. Chase Brokoff took a hit to draw a penalty. Good character play there. Brady Murphy now back in the draw. Wins it easily. F skates to the middle, takes a shot. Easily handled by the goaltender. He puts it out to the top of the circle where Royals pick it up, send it down. F now forced to retreat behind his net. Got 2 back with him. Comes this way to Brady Murphy. Brother Nolan on the far side, gains the blue line, pulls up. Good play, good patience with the puck. Into the corner, that's 11, Chase Brokoff up high. Down to Murphy, back up to Hef. Hef to this side. Nolan Murphy goes to the middle off of a skate. Ty Brokoff was there, but couldn't get a stick on it. Into Ty in the corner. Now it's back up to Murphy. He's going to skate towards the net. Gets to his brother. Nolan shot on. Tried to be deflected in front, but good play by the Royals to lift the stick up to Ty, over to Murphy. Good feed pass to Chase Brokoff, who's sitting there alone at the side of the net. Leo Morgan had no chance there on it. So they capitalize on the 2-man advantage. Royals will get 1 back, 1 skater back, 1:06. Left in the first period, in the power play. Five on 4 for minute 6, unless Okotoks completes, or converts here, I should say. Royals get it out, clearing pass intercepted by Pedersen. Back to Caravaggio. Pedersen stays behind. Hot pass up the side, not handled by Malloy. Royals send it back down. Caravaggio forced to retreat. Bad pass by Caravaggio, but into the middle now. Kepler has it. Into the corner, dives down, spins around the net. Now it gets out. Caravaggio with it at his blue line. Spins away from trouble. Pepler can't handle it, and it goes for icing. 20 seconds left in the power play. 1-0 Okotoks Oilers. Shots on net just slightly favoring Okotoks, 5-4. Pepler now in the face-off dot, wins it through his legs. Caravaggio retrieves. Good pressure by Royals. They come up with it. Right in front. Shot on. Good block by Pepler. Pepler tries to center it. Now it happens. Hayes with it. Takes it around his guy. Gets some speed up. Shot right on net. Good save by Morgan. Just shot out of the zone. Malloy tries to tip it in. Doesn't go far. Now that pass gets past Malloy. Now he gives chase. Now Malloy turns it back north. Sees Pepler. Puts himself offside. Just had to step over the blue line before he received that pass. Puck comes all the way back now. Left hand side of Ben Slaney. Mark Williams in the draw, loses it, back to 21. Tries a backhand pass, misses his intended target, number 8. Goes into the corner, some pushing and shoving. Ref says play on. Loose puck picked up by Okotoks now. McNeil centering pass. Chase Brockoff with it, he'll flip it in, we got offside. They don't call it, he touched it. Good play by Half to take the short route out of the neutral zone, dumps it in. 21 Royals, loses it, pass in front. Loose puck picked up by 22 from Calgary Royals. Number 3 now for Okotoks, that's Austin Clark. He ducked around the check, found some room and put the puck down. Chase Brockoff now being pushed along the boards, he puts it in. No forecheck by Okotoks, giving the Royals all sorts of time to set up. Good tic-tac-toe by the Royals. They gain the neutral zone. Fairhead dumps it in. They'll go for a change. See if Okotoks can catch them on a change. They can't. Nolan Murphy with it. Pass almost intercepted. Goes to Nevis Slate. He puts it up ice. Puck comes back to the middle. Bouncing around. Picked up by the Royals. Good play to find some space in the back end. Now in our zone, McNeil turns it up, goes to the middle. Intercepted by the Royals, but picked up by Seth Gobert. Cuts to the middle. Can't get a shot. Blind backhand pass. Doesn't go to the intended target. Royals just shoot it down. Now it looks like Nevis Slate was about to take a hit. Puck came out front with no damage. Lake trying to force that pass through some skates. It doesn't go. Royals on the attack. They throw it in. Murphy first to retrieve. He'll retreat behind his net. Draw 2 of the Royals in. Good play by him, but loses the handle on the puck. Puck comes all the way back. Shot by 6 Barnes. Weak shot. Bit of a knuckleball. Slaney had to be on his game to not let a rebound out. Cover it up. 8:20 left in the first period. Back and forth game here. 1-0 Okotoks. Loose puck on the draw. Malloy, good play to get around the captain of the Royals, number 5, Davis. Okotoks flips it in. Royals first on, up the half wall. Now it comes all the way across. Great pass to 16, I think that is. Brooks keeps him in check. 16, let's go there. Spins away from trouble, up the half wall, bounce off the boards. Royals retrieve at their blue line. They come to the middle, picked up by Caravaggio. Good move by Caravaggio. He's got somebody with him. Across the crease. 24 just couldn't get it. That's Jake Brennan now coming the other way. Keeper Crooks has to get on his horse. He's trying to knock down Sam. This knocks the puck off his stick. No penalty call. Quick shot by Bohe towards the net. Now it's Malloy with it. He's just going to throw it in. And he'll come off. I don't know why he iced it. He was obviously tired, needed to get off. Did a good job on the back check there, but Cooper Crooks kept the Royals from having a good shot on the partial break. Brady Murphy wins it to the side. Austin Clark throws it around. Chase Brockhoff puts it up. Now it's Brady Murphy. He's got somebody with him. Great defensive play by 21 for the Royals. Just happened to get a stick in the lane. So that pass didn't come all the way across. Royals, bit of a tackle on Chase Brockhoff. Nothing called. That looked like interference as well. Nothing called against the boards. Yes, the Royals are going to get one. Either boarding, that's what it is going to be called. Dangerous check. Ty Brockhoff was in the danger zone within 2 feet of the boards. Back there into the play. Fishing for the puck. And the Royals came in. Didn't hit him hard. Still made contact. Knocked him down. And that is a penalty in any league. Second power play opportunity for Okotoks now. They converted on the first one. I guess it's a third power play. Ty Brockhoff circles around offensive zone. Nolan Murphy with it. Goes across the middle. Brady Murphy. Back to Nolan. Nolan into the middle. Quick shot. Swing and a miss by Ty Brockhoff. Have to get that rifle sighted in period break. There's Murphy with it. All the way across the Ty Brockhoff off his skate. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Chase Brockhoff. Into Murphy looking for his brother. Sauce pass doesn't connect. Murphy now with it. Deep into the corner. It's for Brockhoff. Brockhoff back to half. He can't handle it. Into Ty. Back to half. 2 intercepted passes here. Murphy now with it. Top of the circle. Cuts across. Loose puck. Comes out to Brady Murphy. Great save by Leo Morgan. Standing his ground. Murphy now. Back to Brady Murphy. Into Nolan. Into the corner. Back to Brady. They're playing catch. Brady over to Hef. Hef takes some space. Back to Brady. Loose pass to Nolan. He comes to the middle. Ty Brockhoff misses again. Must be the stick. Coach is yelling at the Royals players to be a little bit more aggressive on the penalty kill. Royals, that works. They get it. 12 shoots it out, but doesn't go. Royals on a bad change. Somehow, Brady Murphy puts Hef offside. So we'll get a stoppage of play at 5:14. You can hear the Royals coaches trying to shout instructions on the penalty kill, asking more of the team. That play on the face-off shot. Scramble draw, back to Pedersen. Good patience for Pedersen to find some room. Puck goes in, but immediately out. Carvazio backpedaling over to Pedersen. Pedersen back to Carvazio. Errant pass, goes to retrieve it. Up the middle. Really bad pass there. Misses Hayes by a couple of yards. So we'll get a icing charged against Okotoks. 3 seconds left in this power play. Couple shots on net. Good high scoring probabilities on some of those chances. But Leo Morgan standing tall. Shots just slightly favoring Okotoks. 8-7 margin. Loose puck picked up by McNeil. He'll just turn on the Jets. Skates through, splits the D. Looked like it could have been offside. Turned up now. 22's got an opportunity. He shot off the bar. He had Carvazio draped all over him. He still got the shot off. Beats Slane. He can't beat the bar. Goes high and over into the netting. 4:37 left. So some great opportunities back and forth with some bad passing, resulting in turnovers. 22 with it, back to the point. Into the middle, 8 can't get good handle on it. Goes into the corner. McNeil takes a hit. Can't get it out. Passes Resch now. at the point, shoots it on net. Steered aside, in behind. Caravaggio trying to fight off 22. He's got to give up 30 pounds to him, I'm sure. Puck goes into the corner. First on it is Okochokes. Cuts to the middle. That's Clark Williams. He's taken down. Ref falls. Must be a sniper in the arena somewhere. Cooper Crooks, good angle on his man to move him off the puck. Now Caravaggio runs out of real estate. Puck just trickles out. 14 retrieves. Back to 21. 21, Bohe shoots it in. We're going to call that icing. I think that was maybe by half a foot. I agree with Bohe. I don't know why they called that. 3:42. .42 left in the first period. Won by the Royals. 19 retreats behind his net. Finds some time off the half wall. Pushed out of the zone by the Royals. All the way back. Austin Clark at his blue line. Turns it up ice. Skips over Maloli's stick. And we're going to get an icing charge to Okochokes. Good pass by Austin Clark. Had some mustard on it. Just jumped over Maloli's stick. Easy win by Jake Brennan on the face-off. Quick spin by Okochokes off the stanchion. Steps right to Maloli. He loses it in his own zone. Good play by Austin Clark to swat puck off of 15. Austin Clark now with it. Just flips it up ice. Seth Godere with it. Takes a hit. Backhand pass to 24, Jake Brennan. He gets knocked over. Royals now with it. That's Burrows. On the attack. Shoots it towards the net. Hits a skate. Gets it back. Gives it to the assistant captain. Puck in front. Goes all the way back to defense. Shot on. Steered away by Slaney. First on is 19. Puts it towards the net. In behind the net. That's the Royals. Managed to sneak out. That was Sam. Good play. Tried to jam it in short side. Didn't work. Murphy behind the net. Maloli. Good play. Just shooting it out. Seth Godere trying to chase it down. They're going to call Seth now for a tomahawk chop on the defenseman. That's twice in the same shift. So he'll go off for 2. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first period. I think this is the first power play opportunity for the Royals to see what they can put together. Sam 13 on the face-off draw. He'll be standing across from 19, Jonas Pedersen. Pedersen wins it back to Nevis Lake. Spins and turns. High off the glass and out. All the way down. Morgan plays it, sets it up. Behind the net now. Royals on the march. Pass picked up by 13. Gains the blue line, cuts to the middle. Almost pushed off the puck. Managed to get it right across the seam. 6 just couldn't pick it up in stride. He retreats down to 13, far side. Spins away. Dives down. Into the corner, right out front. Misses his intended target. Number 3 picks it up. Up to the Royals. Pocket pick by 22, Hayes. He shoots it down. Doesn't get all the way in. 12 with a head of steam on him now. That's Resch. Over the blue line. Cuts to the middle. Hammered against the boards. Picked up still by the Royals. Ekstrand, number 8. Down low. 22 comes out over to Ekstrand. Shot on net, kicked aside by Slaney. He's had to be hot in his first period. Resch still with it. Royals in control. 40 seconds left. There's Ekstrand. Goes wide. Spin. Weak shot by 21. Okochokes comes up with it. Bats it out. They're going to go for a change. Rush floats it all the way around. First on it is big number 20. He holds it against the board, gets taken from him. All the way over, back to 12. That's Resch. Down to Davis, shot on, short side. Handled by Slaney. Back to 5. Resch can't keep it in. Just squeaks over his stick. 19 seconds left in the period. That'll kill the power play. One last chance for Okotoks. Picks up an errant puck. We're going to have an offside. 7.5 seconds left in the first period. So the Royals, a couple of shots on that power play. Well in control of the puck, but hats off to the Okotoks Oilers to keep them to the outside. Ben Slaney had to be sharp on a couple of those shots. McNeil now with it. 4 seconds left. Shot on! Loose rebound. Sorry, I didn't have the camera in the right spot. Bit of a collective sigh when the goalie put that rebound out front. Nobody was there except a white jersey. So after the first period of play, shots favoring the visiting Blues from Calgary. 12 for them in response. 7 for Okotoks. 1-0 Okotoks going into the dressing room. We're going to stay with the live stream. Let you watch the Zamboni go round and round. And we'll be back in 15 minutes. Stay with us. The Oilers are back on the ice, led by 31. Benjamin Slaney, he's had to be sharp in the first period, turning away all 12 shots. Just waiting for Royals to come back. Now they're out. Some rock'em sock'em hockey here in the first period. Some heavy hits. Some great passing plays by both teams. Good puck control. See what we can develop in the second period here. All right, thanks for joining us. Second period action coming to you right away. Rockoff brothers, centered by 19 Pedersen. Boy, that's number 9 Murphy. Caravaggio has it. Goes wide. This misses Rockoff on the pass. Turned up by the Royals. Caravaggio retreats, streaming in, trying to hit 15. Ty Rockoff now. Just going to say, the defenseman for the Royals was streaming in. Quick shot by the Royals, top of the circle. Slaney had to come out, cut down the angle on that. So just some loose play at the blue line, caused that puck to roll into the zone. Royals sort of took charge and passed it up to the top of the slot. Weak shot on Slaney, but still had to handle it. Easily won by the Royals all the way back. A little bit too quick for number 4. He couldn't handle it at the blue line and forced to retreat up the half wall, gets it away to Ty Brockhoff, goes down to in the corner to his brother, up high. Austin Clark hits the Royals pad in the middle. And they come up with it. Sam, 13 for the Royals, can't handle it. Gets turned up ice. Okotoks on the attack now. Trying to keep it in. Chase Brockhoff, he does. Now it comes out, checked from behind by Ty Brockhoff. No call. 15 for the Royals. Trying to get a loose puck back. And 5 shoots it in. Quick release. 13 protected the puck. Dropped it to 5 right at the dot, and he rifled it up and over Slaney's shoulder. So no real chance for Ben Slaney on that. So we're knotted at 1 and 18:52 left in the second period. Great shot by the captain, number 5. Okotoks wins it. Murphy spins back into his zone. Up to Coder, he loses it. Back to Murphy, he's shovel pass now. Misses its intended target of Malali. Royals pump it in, no icing. Quick up the boards. Almost intercepted by the Royals. Now up to Murphy. Tries to cut to the middle. Loose puck. Coder has it. Dives into the corner. Back to Nevis Slade. He's got opportunities. Shot wide. Murphy dives in. Takes it out of the corner. Tries to go to the net. Coder with it. Into the corner. Protecting the puck as he skates around. Shoves off an opponent. Back to Murphy. Murphy. Good play at the blue line. Spins away from trouble. Right up front. Deflected towards the net. Jake Brennan just couldn't get all of his stick on it. Back to Nevis Slade. He slaps it in. Brennan behind the net. Playing catch with Malali. Loose puck. Murphy attacks. Loses it. Gets it again. Trying to find some room. Back to Nevis Slade. Shot on. Easily handled by Leo Morgan. Something's happening in front between Malali on Okotoks and number 3. Murray, it's up Coder adding his 2 cents. Ref says that's enough. Let's play hockey. Back to 22. Quick shot. Damon Hayes. Right over the shoulder of Morgan. He didn't even know it was in the net. Quick shot by Damon. Set play, I'm going to have to say. Pepler just wins it back between his legs. And I think it was Pepler. It could have been Pedersen was the center. I'm not sure. No, it's Pepler. Damon Hayes just skates in, picks up the loose puck. Quick shot. He's got a tricky release. I've said that all year. Really worked on that shot. Damon Hayes now on the sidewall, flips it in. We'll get a stoppage to play because that one went into the Oilers bench. Ref's calling it back to the blue line. We'll reset just in front of the Royals bench. Pepler trying to fix his equipment. Ref's giving him a second. One by Pepler. Over to Crooks. Going up ice is Hayes. He digs it into the middle. Pepler now with it. Tries to shoot it in. Lots of impacts in the area. Offside by Jonas Pedersen. He was trapped inside. Trapped inside the line, sorry, I should say. Pepler on the draw. Wins it again. We don't tie up our winger, Ekstrand. He got the puck. Now Okotoks picks up the loose puck, shoots it in. 4 back in the zone. Up to Ekstrand. Off of his stick. High and over the glass and into the netting. We're going to stop it to play at 17:04 left in the second period. Pepler gets kicked out. I think that was a late change. Hayes comes in. Pedersen's a known centerman out there, but Hayes comes in. Now it's the Royals are kicked out. So they'll bring in the affiliate, 15. One by Okotoks, passed back by Pepler, splits the D. They're forced to go all the way back. Carvazio, good speed, tries to go short side, intercepted by Royals. Okotoks trying to get it out. Royals keep it in at the blue line. Now Hayes has it. He's up to Pepler. He catches up to him. Pepler back to Jonas Pedersen. Shot right on. Great play by Pepler. Now the Royals attacking. They throw it in between the D. Deflected on net. Steered aside. Puck comes to the middle. There's Austin Clark there. He tries to go off the glass. No glass over the visitors' players' bench, so it goes high and out of play. That puck's going to come all the way back into the Okotoks zone. 16:22 left in the second period. Face off deep into Okotoks zone. One by Royals, quick spin, shot on, easily handled by Slaney. It goes up and out. Royals forced to retrieve up to the red line. Backhand shovel pass in by 16. First on it is Okotoks. Nolan passes it up the wall, comes across to number 12, McNeil. He'll try to find Williams with a pass. Doesn't quite make it. Goes all the way down to Leo Morgan, and he just covers it up. Williams stays close just in case there was a loose puck. Ref's just telling him to be on his best behavior. Williams will take the draw. Loses it. Royals into the corner. Backhand pass around the net. Number 3's got time. Up to half ball, 16. Tries to go to the middle. Weak pass. Connects. Loses it at the red line. Picked up by Sam. He shoots it in. Comes all the way out. Kept in by the Royals. First on. Hard against the boards. Royals trying to pass it back. Squeezes out to the zone. They're forced to retreat. 21 spins away from trouble. Bounces off the boards with too many black shirts there. Kept in by number 12, McNeil. Now it's behind the net. He's not first to the puck. Murphy dives in. Good play by Murphy to protect the puck. Williams back to Murphy. He skates to the middle, tries to find some room. Nevis late, shot wide. Williams coming out, that's 16. He doesn't quite get out. That's Eagle Tail. Now 16. Codera throws it up the middle. Intercepted by the Royals. They come back on the attack. Aaron pass isn't going to get all the way down. Not sure why. That's too many for sure. Then we're offside by a mile. So Brendan Nevis-Slate was first one on the puck. Whipped it around the board, so wasn't quite sure what the intent there was. But it hit a couple of Royals players as they were coming on and the others went off. No call. 14:38 left in the second. Brady Murphy on the dot. Scramble draw comes to Cooper Crooks. He charges in with it. Kept in by Chase Brokoff, who's also a baseball player in the offseason. He gloves that one down. Murphy back. Stick handles around the ref. Centering pass to Brokoff. He picks it up. He's got his brother on the far side. Protects the puck. Trying to kick it back. He does. Caravaggio puts it into trouble. Now Caravaggio gives it away, and we've got a 2-on-1 here. Coming back is Caravaggio's shot. Nice save by Slaney. That was 23 with the quick shot for the Royals. Coming back this way now. There's Murphy. He's going to load up. Takes the long way around. Right in is Caravaggio. And Logan or Leo Morgan has to be quick coming across the crease. Caravaggio had a head of steam on him. Knew exactly what he was going to do when he picked that puck up full speed right at the blue line. Morgan stayed with him, rode him out of real estate. Royals extra, and he just puts it out, and we're going to get an icing called here against the Royals. Murphy wins the draw, back to Brokoff. Brokoff with it. Soft pass around, right in front. Ty Brokoff is there, gets a stick on it. Now Ty takes his man heavy to the boards, tries to center it. Intercepted pass by the Royals. They can't get it out at the blue line. They come back to dig it out. They do get it out. Cooper Crooks forced to retreat all the way back. Weak around the corner. Nobody there except white shirts. Manages to get it out. Good extra effort by Crooks. Good play by Brockhoff. He's got his brother in front. Stellar defensive move by number 3 for the Royals to get down and block that incoming pass. Now it's 21 Royals over to 8. That could have been offside. It is. So Ekstrand made an extra move right at the blue line. Put 21 offside. Off the draw, poked in. 15 gives chase. First on it is Heff. He goes around the boards to Williams. He can't handle it. 15's there. Deflects it right into the pads and had another swat at it. Jake Brennan with it. He comes out. Quick chop pass up and then to Mullally. Mullally into 16. Misses Seth Godare. He goes in heavy. Mullally's going to hit somebody. Back to the point now. Austin Clark winds up. Shot wide. Seth Godare with it, protecting the puck. Gets around one guy. Tries to go back to Heffron, but he can't. Now it's the Royals. 15. Throws it in. Austin Clark behind his net. Picks it up. One hand on the stick. Who is that? Seth Godare. Tries to hit a streaking Mullally. And we're going to get an icing call, even though Mullally was certain it wasn't going to be icing. Ruff disagrees. Goes all the way down. 11:57 left in the second period. Shots on net. 18 for the Royals. 13 in response for Okotoks. 2-1. Okotoks leading at this point in the game. Loose puck doesn't come out front. They go back to the point. 12. Puts it down deep to the captain, the goal scorer. Intercepted pass now. Hayes gets stood up at the red line. Still with it. Over the blue line. Runs into trouble. Alex White shirts coming back. On the attack. Murphy intercepts and disrupts that attack. White goes all the way in. They had to touch up on an offside. Quick break here. Pass comes to the middle. Okotoks can't handle it. Royals shoot it back in. Ben Slaney goes around the boards. Off of Jonas Pettersson's stick. Poked forward by Pepler, but can't get too far. Pettersson, good sauce pass right into the backside of Pepler. 13 Samuel. This gets to the net. Shot on. Good save by 31 Ben Slaney. So Royals still with it. Coming around the outside. Shot on. Steered aside by Slaney. Puck tried to get to the middle. 5 now with it. Loose puck. Murphy still with it. Good play. Hayes turns on the Jets. Wide pass to 19. Jonas Pettersson spins up. Tries to put it back. Can't pass in. Now it goes. Murphy can't handle the puck and retreats. So, here's that. Pepler with it. Puts it in. Mullally goes in. Tries to protect the puck. Murphy at the point. Shovels it in. Mullally trying to get to the middle. Just loses a handle on the puck. Far corner, near corner. Royals on a clearing pass. They go out off of a stick. 16's there. Shot. Wide. Good play by Nevis Slate to make sure he had some backside pressure on 16. Almost too many men. Good coaching by the Royals to call their player back. Nolan Murphy starting with it in his own end. Looking north. Bad pass to Mullally. Couldn't handle it. Sort of straight up the gut. Murphy takes his man to the board, knocks him off, but Royals come up with it. Center it. And here comes Daniel McNeil. It's got a head of steam. Tries to go inside out. Doesn't work. Caravaggio now.
Your opportunity is shut up for a special fan today. Carson, we want to welcome you and your family to the crowd. cheer on your favorite player, number 3, Austin Clark. Welcome, Carson.
So it looks like Okotoks is getting a penalty. I'm not sure what it's for. (19) Jonas Pedersen is going to serve it. So I didn't see the call. Okotoks on the penalty kill. 9:23 left in the second period. Williams and Brennan, penalty killers. Royals win the draw. Settle it down, back to 12. He's going to load up. Shot low. Good rebound by Ben Slaney. He had to get back in position because 5 was right there. He's already the goal scorer for the Royals. Now it's Damon Hayes. He's got some ice. He's going to rag it. Not offside. Shoots it in. Just outside of where Jake Brennan. Jake Brennan, head down, gets hammered against the boards. Royals now with it. 19. Dives in. Posts up. Backhand pass to 12. 12. Over to 21. Can't handle the pass. Spins away from trouble, being manhandled by Jake Brennan. And behind the net, in the feet of Okotoks defenseman, Cooper Crooks. Comes out front though, Royals have it. Didn't shovel it to the middle. 12, he shot on, deflected wide by 22 Croft. All the way back to the Royals, number 12. Over to 21, he drives a quick pass across the seam. Hits a skate by Raggio. That was smart. He limps back to his zone. And now he's going off. Too many men, so Okotoks could be caught on a change here. It's a too many men penalty. Heffron just picks up the loose puck. Shoots it in. Royals, their power play breakout has 4 people back in the zone. Now they go up the wall, 20-14. It's Fairhead. He's got a head of steam. Tries to cut to the middle, loses it. 6 is there to pick it up. Back to Murray, number 3. Goes cross ice. Now they try to go to the middle, swing and a miss by 13. Shot on, deflected just wide of Ben Slaney. Good power play by the Royals. They're throwing it around. Now we're even strength. All the way over to Extra. He puts it in the middle. Deflected wide. Now he comes out. Quick shot. That was Sam. Ben had to be tight to the post. Wide pass up to Coder. He can't handle it. Gets into his feet. Tries to shovel it in. Gets it back. Loose puck right here, but there's Heffron with it. Goes to the middle. Nobody there except White 6. McNeil's not on his horse. So not out. Shot towards the net. Steered aside by Morgan. Pumps in front. Almost out. Murphy there to put it back in. Now it's 3. He's just going to shoot it all the way down. He's seen enough. So he needs a bit of a break. Shots heavily favoring the Royals. 24-14. Score 2-1 for Okotoks. One back by Murphy. To Murphy. Into Brady Murphy. He leaves it for his brother Nolan. Tries to go across the seam. Just tied up. Loose puck. Nevis Lake takes a shot. It was going all the way back. Ty Brokoff missed it at the point. 9 gives chase. Brokoff reverses course. Nevis Lake does the same thing. He picks it up on the wall. He sees Brokoff coming across the middle. We're going to have an offside. So that was an intentional offside. Brady Murphy getting into the tripping competition with number 4 Ranger. Ref saying, let's move it. Now for the extracurriculars. .5:59 left in the second period. Murphy wins it back to Nolan. He walks in, finds some space, weak shot off of a stick. Davis Slade, he's first on it. He puts it into the corner. Comes out front. There's Brady Murphy with it into the corner. Looking high on the defense. Never Slade over to Nolan Murphy. He's got a ton of patience. And he just stays with it. Tries to go cross ice to find some time. Goes in. Royals now. D to D. Up the middle to Ekstrad off his stick. It's going all the way down. Never Slade, first one on. Puts it around the corner. Murphy lets it go. Picked up by the Royals. Come to the middle. Could have got caught there. Chase Brockhoff not on his man. Loose into the corner. Never Slate. Far side to Murphy. He tries to go up ice. He does. Brady Murphy, he's onside. Gets knocked over before he gets to the puck. No call. That's a glove pass, and we're going to get that called. So it's going to come out. The ref explaining why there is no penalty there. Murphy got knocked down. Oh, 16, Seth Godera right on the face-off. Got caught sleeping, beat by his man, had to get his stick out. Being called for a trip. Doesn't like the call, nonetheless it stands. So at 4:50 left in the second period, he gives the Royals a one-man advantage. Oilers getting set. In the face-off. Good play by number 4, Carvaggio. He protects the puck, spins, shoots it down. Mullally chases his man behind the net. Now it's the Royals on the attack. Number 12 gains the zone. Runs out of real estate. Loose puck. That's Sam. Passes it over to defenseman number 8. Goes back to 3. 3 off the boards into 8. Comes to the middle. 8 quick shot. So Ekstrand leaves it for 13. Up high. 3 can't handle it. Goes off the skate. Mullally shoots it up. Leo Morgan now. Murphy's going to get called for hooking. Tripping maybe. Looked like Mullally sold it. Minutes for hooking, so we'll be 4-on-4 for minute 15. Then the Okotoks Oilers are going to have a 45-minute man advantage power play. Puck off the draw comes to 23 Royals. Now they're out of the zone. Aaron pass misses everybody all the way down to Selaney. F first one to pick it up, pokes it ahead to himself, skates into it. Turnover at the blue line. Comes all the way back to the Royals blue line. They're forced to retreat into their zone. Hard pass by Bowman for the Royals. Misses everybody. Clark gets it back in his zone. Gives it up to Half off his skate. Can't handle it. 4 goes in. The Royals passes over. Now wide pass to 23 Vanette. He's skating in. Gains the blue line. Turns to face. Tries to center it. Loose puck picked up by Williams. Sorry, Pepler. He loses it at the blue line, comes back the other way. 3:08 now left in the second period. Clearing pass, picked up by Brockhoff. He goes in, shot, no goal. Hits the crossbar, comes straight out. Croft now on a breakaway, 2-on-1. He hits the post. No, they're going to get a too many men penalty. That's definitely a too many men call. There was not out, or was not off when the puck came to him. So penalty field affair here in the second period. 2:50 left. 1 second left on the Okotoks penalty. So the goalposts are favoring well both goalies. Chase Brockhoff hits a crossbar, and Croft comes all the way down and hits a crossbar for the Royals. Nolan Murphy with it right out front. Loses a handle on it. Leaks towards the net. Morgan shoots it over. So now we're a 5-on-3 for Okotoks. They've got 2 Murphys, 2 Brockhoffs, and the lone Heffernan out there. Murphy with it, back to Heff. Number 6 at the top of the circle. Into Murphy, back to Heff. Into Murphy. He usually goes across the crease to his brother. Shot right on. He tried to elevate it quickly, but couldn't get it off his stick high enough. Five on three still, 28 seconds. Won by Murphy. 23, good play for the Royals. They can't quite get it out though. That's the net. He's playing aggressive on a 5-on-3. All the way over to Murphy now. Murphy with it. Back to Heff. Over to Murphy. He's at the top of the circle. Goes to the middle. Weak shot. Ty Brockhoff doesn't get it all. Murphy spins. Passes across the face to Nolan Murphy. And he slaps it in the open net. Great play by Brady Murphy. That's no-look spin pass right on the tape of his brother. And in it goes. 3-1 Okotoks. 2:06 left. .117 left in the power play. So that negated one of the power plays, one of the penalties. Still on another one though. Caravaggio spins away from trouble, gets pushed into the boards. Loose pass out to Nolan Pepler. He's going to run out of real estate. Bounces it off the boards. Comes to the middle, just slapped down by the Royals. They give chase. Pedersen's there. Block the puck. Caravaggio helping him. Caravaggio behind the net. Good play to find some space. Waves off one of his opponents. Up to number 10 Pepler. Straight towards the net. Weak angle shot. Picks it up from behind the net. There's Pedersen though, down to Pepler. Pedersen at the top here at the blue line. Spins, looking for options. Skates in. Looks like the Royals are going to get one. So I think Murphy's going to, or Malloy's also going to get one. For the reaction, Royals were getting one for dumping Malloy right in front. Malloy came back into the fray. Didn't really do any damage. No penalty on Malloy. My mistake. Would have been pretty chintzy if you ask me. Malloy was just trying to protect himself a little bit. Gave the Royals guy just a little shove. 1:14 left. 2 in the box for the Royals. 25 seconds. Just trying to get the clock set. Sometimes the clock just doesn't want to go, so now we're set. Won by Pepler. Back to Caravaggio, over to Pedersen. He's going to go cross ice to Raymond Hayes. Back to Caravaggio, into Pedersen. Pedersen posts up into the middle to Pepler. Now, another penalty being charged to the Royals. Royals fans not happy with this call at all. Pepler, quick shot there by Hayes, steered aside by Morgan. Cross check is the call. Didn't see it. Coach incensed. .43 seconds left. Royals back to 5-on-3 disadvantage. Okotoks all sorts of time to get who they want on the ice. Pepler, Hayes, Mullally. Mullally just drawing another penalty. He's drawn a couple of them tonight, standing in front of the net. Good play by the Royals, 21, just to pin that up against the board. Takes some time off the clock. Mullally with it, puts it out front, but nobody there. Royals clear. 22 seconds left there, and pass to 19 Pedersen. He's got to circle back. Into 10. 10 Pepler over the blue line. Dives down into the corner behind the net. Loses it to the Royals. They can't get it out. 6 seconds left. Caravaggio tries to get to the middle of the ice. That will be the end of the period. A little late on the time buzzer. So an aggressive game like this, the refs are holding both teams at their benches. Now they're ready to go. So we'll take 15 minutes to clean the ice, and then we'll be back with third period action in this 3-1 game. Okotoks is going to start the third period with a 2-man advantage. See what they can muster here. Definitely a better Royals coaches both incensed as they walk across the ice. Refs ask them to get going. All right, we're back. Third period action. Coaches have settled down. Had a chance to chat with their. They've had a chance to chat with their respective teams. Refs have settled down. We'll see what happens. Slaney out for the third period. For the Oilers, we got the Brokoff brothers out with the Murphy twins, and then the lone Heffron representing that family. Murphy wins the draw, back to Nolan. He takes off, gets the puck away from him. 13, Bonnet, he puts it in. 5-on-3. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Murphy being out stick handled by the puck. Brady Murphy now. Posts up at the top of the circle. Good play by the Royals to poke it away. Now it's into the middle. Heffron takes a look. Brady Murphy can't get the pass across. Good defensive play by number 2. Heffron, far side. Nolan Murphy, shot on net. Wasn't deflected in by Chase Brokoff side of the net. Right to the middle. Out of position was number 15, Ty Brokoff. Now he goes to Murphy. He backhands it across the crease. Chase just can't put it in. 19 seconds left in the penalty to the Royals. No shots on net for the Okotoks Oilers. Chase Brokoff carries it into the corner. Murphy goes to the net, shoots it out front. What a save by Leo Morgan. That was an unbelievable save. Came right across, and now they're out. Tuning it up to 44. He's got a chance. Shoots. Saved by Salini. He just directs it away from the net. That was 14, sorry. Fairhead. He came off the bench. Had a head of steam on him. Good upward. Good north-south pass by the Royals to spring him free. Now it's down. Cross tries to go to the middle. Intercepted by Okotoks. Far side. Murphy tries to stick left. Picked up by the Royals. Royals backhanded in. That's Croft. Giving chase. Caravaggio. Being chased by number 8. Back into the Okotoks zone. Murphy with it. Hard around the boards. Coder can't handle it. Now as the Royals retreat out of the zone, Murphy tries to go up the middle, intercepted by the Royals. They come back up the ice. Good play by Brennan. He gets it against the boards. 14 with it, carries it, gains the zone, spins. Can't find anybody in the middle. Murphy goes to the boards. Far side, clearing pass, intercepted by the Royals. Good play by 14, who was coming across the blue line to keep that in play. Now it's Jake Brennan. Good move around one of the wingers. Cuts across. Not offside. Brennan flips it to the middle. Pushed off the puck. That was Caravaggio. Royals take it. Spun away from trouble. Cooper Crooks hard into the boards. Into the middle now. Okotoks turns it up ice. McNeil trying to swim away from a couple of the Royals' bodies into the corner. Loose puck comes right out front. Good play by Brokoff. Tries to shovel it in the middle. Morgan was out of position. Now it's a 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Burrows, right pass into Waters. Loose puck. Burrows gets it. The side of the net and puts it in. Nothing Slaney could do about it. Everybody went to the puck area. Burrows just skated in. Loose puck popped out. Side of the net and he backhanded it in. Good play by 19 Waters there. Picked up a bad pass by Burrows and made something of it. So 16-31. We have ourselves a 3-2 game. Williams wins the draw, gets the puck, skates through a couple of white players, but turns it over. Puck comes off the boards. Chase Brokoff turns and puts it up ice to McNeil. He loses it, but loose puck picked up by Brokoff. Nobody with him. Good play to get around one player. Still with it, in control behind the net. Tries to go high. Back to the point. Heffern has some time. Shot right on. Morgan couldn't handle it. Now they spin. Number 16 free. He shoots. Good save by Ben Slater. Save of the night. Now we're going the other way. And here's Heffern, not known for his speed. Gains the blue line, far side. Chase Brokoff. Good shot. Puck comes up front. Picked up in the corner by Daniel McNeil. Puts it back into the corner. Heffern shot. We're going to get a penalty to Okotoks here. You don't know who that is that's down. I think that's Clark Williams. He gets a tripping call. 15:36 left. There's a lot of back and forth action. Ben Slaney saves the day for his team as the two defensemen were caught up ice. Perfect clearing pass by the Royals in their own zone to set 16 up. In on Slaney. 21 at the point. Skates in top of the circle. Moves back. That's Brown. Still with it at the top of the circle. Winds up, shoot. Steered aside by Slaney. Shot in. Slaney couldn't get back to the post quick enough. Looks like the net's off, but it was off after the puck was in. And we got a 3-all tie. Power play goal by the Royals. Lots of patience by the defenseman. Number 21 just drawing some Okotoks players out of position. Admittedly, a lucky bad angle shot. Now puck goes past Nevis Slate. 23 on it. Lots of energy now for these Calgary Royals. Out to 23, shot on, good save. Brady can't throw it, the rebound comes right out. No defenseman within a football field. The wide open Calgary Royals. And 17 puts it away. Slaney, an unbelievable save on the first quick shot coming out of the corner by the Royals. 4-3. Coach Hale not happy with his defensive core. Now puck not cleared by Caravaggio. Again, Hef was way up ice. Brady Murphy now into the middle. Hef was following up. Couldn't handle a loose puck. All the way to Caravaggio. He runs and hides behind his net. Good play. Finds some room. Up ice to Ty Brokoff. Off his skates. Tries to go to the middle. Intercepted by the Royals. Now they're outmanned. Chase Brokoff comes back with it. Gains the blue line. All the way over to Brady Murphy. Doesn't pull the trigger on it. Turned over the Royals. They're coming up ice with speed. All alone is 17 McCauley. He can't get through the defensive core. Brokoff now has it. That's Ty. Over to his brother. No, that's into the middle. Austin Clark. Great shot on net. Great look from Leo Morgan. That was Chase Brokoff into the corner. Great feed to Austin Clark right in the middle. He had lots of time to shoot. Morgan didn't give much to shoot at except the emblem. That's exactly what he hit. Brennan loses his draw. 12 with it. A little bit of help from the referee. Royals try to clear, don't get it out. Puck down low now. Brennan shovels towards the net. Mullally shot on, gets a good hand-eye coordination from that young man. He must be a good golfer because he batted it out of the air. Coming down the other way. Murphy first on. Pitchforks it around the boards. Comes to the middle of the net. Quick shot. Good play by Austin Clark. 8 X-Band. He puts it across the crease. Didn't know where that puck was. Came out of the corner. He thought that it was going behind the net. The Royals come out front and chop at it. So he wants that one back. 32 shots by timeout. Coach Hayes calls. He's got to get his troops going again. Ben Slaney, don't hang your head. A couple of those goals your defenseman left you. Coach Hayes providing some instruction. Or Hale, sorry. Royals doing the same at their bench. We've got a 5-3 lead now, the coach is telling them. 13:25 left in the third period. Shots tipped the Royals' way, 32-28. Lots of game left, lots of opportunity left. Back at center. Travis Lake throws it in. Morgan just jumps on it for breaking the action. (16) face off deep in the Royals zone. Won by Okotoks. McNeil with it in the corner. Loses a handle on it. Gets it back. Goes around the net. Looking to the middle. Spins. Shoots off the skate. Heff with it. Good shot on net. Locked in front by the Royals. They steer it to the side. Now they're out over the blue line. Wide pass to 21. Gains the blue line. Could have been offside. Taken hard into the boards is number 20, Nevis Slate. Heffern chases. Now the Royals have it. They seem to be in control. Nevis Slate first on behind his net. Goes up the half wall. McNeil can't get it out. Still not out. Flip pass by Williams. Put back in to the zone by the Royals. They're not first on, but they elbowed Nevis Slate off the puck. Now it's Heffern. Loose puck's got to go north. Up to Brady Murphy. Comes to the middle. McNeil can't handle it. Puck goes into the corner. McNeil takes his man hard into the boards. Goes all the way down, though. No icing's called. Nevis Slate throws the puck away. Sam there, 13 to get it and hold it in at the blue line. Still inside the Calgary zone, or the Okotoks zone. 13 with it, charging towards the net. Pedersen spins away from trouble, protecting the puck. Weak off the side. That's not going to get out, and it doesn't. Now it's at the blue line, flip to the middle. Hayes can't get on it fast enough. Picked up by 4. He's a big body. Hayes takes him to the boards. Turned up ice. Pedersen takes a hit, tries to make a play. Royals pick up the puck. That's Sam in his own zone across the mouth to 4. All the way up. Hard pass. Not handled well by Royals. They pick it up. Now they're just running at people. Cooper Cook stepped away from that hit. Caravaggio, desperation, just throws it down. Going to get a change for forward contingent. Cooper Crooks. 5 was coming in hot on him. He spins away. Now he lights the Jets. He's got somebody with him. quick around the boards. Ref was in the way. Royals now trying to get the headman pass up. They connect. That's Eagle Tail still with it. Spins at the top of the circle, not knocked off. Murphy picks up the loose puck over to Ty Brockhoff. Brockhoff loses it at the blue line. Eagle Tail again. 3-on-1. Murphy's trying to get back. Oh! Shot by Eagle Tail, deflected off the skate, almost went in. And he missed it on the swat. Take all the luck we can get. Backhand pass to the middle, not handled by Brockhoff. Now the Royals coming back with speed. And defense falls. Chase Brockhoff throws it to the middle. Nevis Lace first on. Gets it with that big reach. Ty Brockhoff into the zone. That's towards the net, but decides to cut back. Into the middle. Brady Murphy almost ran into a white jersey. Now in response, 22. Off. Puts it in. Gets around the defenseman. First on. Shoots it to the middle. Picked up by 14. They try to get it in. Loose puck. Slaney doesn't have it. Flipped out. Brockhoff gives chase. And a little bit of extra. 9 minutes left in this game. 5-3 Royals. Came from a 3-1 deficit at the start of the third period. Nevis Lake. Pass off a stick. All kinds of time to make a clean pass. Royals now with it. At center. Just shoot it in. Not going to be called for icing. Hard pass around. Can't handle it. Brennan. Royals just trying to waste time. 8.5 minutes left. Horrible pass by Nevis Lake. Missed his target by 10 yards. Murphy now picks up the loose puck, just shoots it down. He needs some time off, so does Brendan Nevis Lake, number 20. Coach going back to the hammer line. Braden Mullally, who's drew a few penalties tonight. And sent him in 24. Jake Brennan wins it. F gets it out over the blue line. Burrows on the right side of the puck. Shot on net. 15 in. First on. Chips it sideways. Strong forecheck by the Royals. They're putting all kinds of pressure on Okotoks now. Seth Godere misses a body contact. Jake Brennan in there trying to pin the puck along the boards. Godere has it. Deep into the corner. Spins away from trouble. Up to Brennan. Brennan with it. Tries to clear to the middle. Good play by half to poke it out. Has not crossed center line for at least 2 minutes. Except for the icing. Good forecheck by the Royals. Give them full credit. There's 13. Cuts to the net. Tries to flip it over and wait out the goalie. Doesn't happen. Now he picks up the puck. Comes short side. Sorry about the camera work. Particularly bad right now. 13 gets hammered against the boards. That's Sam. Then he gets up and retrieves his own puck. Good play by Mullally to just get it out. Both defensemen changed, leaving the Royals wide open at our blue line. No harm though. Caravaggio goes back. We're going to get a hooking penalty, I think. Williams, that was at the offensive blue line. He was trying to slow up the advancement of the Royals. So 7:05, down by 2 goals. Williams takes a penalty. Puck comes all the way down to the blocker side of Ben Slaney. He's had to be good. Not sure what the Royals are asking about. Maybe a late change. Damon Hayes is on. Royals in possession of the puck. 13. Caravaggio attacks. Hayes attacks. Down into the corner. Cooper Cooks attacks up high. Now they're containing. Royals trying to force it to the middle. Puck goes off the stick. Slaney didn't see it. Quick pass. Slaney, great play. Okotoks gives it away. Hayes shoots it down. Jonas Pedersen is on now. That's a penalty killer. Almost intercepted that pass. Royals on the mark. That's Sam. Over the blue line. Down deep into the corner. Murphy takes him to the boards. Puck comes out. Bad angle shot. I don't know how that went in. Ben Slaney has played a heck of a game. That one he wants back, that's for sure. Just not tight onto the post and went up over his helmet. 6-3 now, 6 minutes left. Okotoks is hemmed in their own zone for the last 4 minutes. Never Slade at the red line, shoots it down. Royals are really taking the body now and seems to have thrown the Okotoks Oilers off. We're still offside. So we had the touch up, gives the Royals some speed. Hayes is angling his guy off. I don't know where our defensemen are. Shot right on Ben Slaney. That was a 2-on-1 against Murphy. Nevis Lake caught out of position. .544 left in the game. 6-3 Royals. I've seen this Okotoks team with their scoring firepower come back. Good play by Pepler. It doesn't get out. Soft pass up the edge to Clark. He puts it in. Pepler can't handle it. Manages to swat at it. It goes in. First on is big number 4 for the Royals. He tries to come up to the half wall. Gets his own puck back. Clears it to the far side. Clark's got to turn it up. Shoots it in. Number 10, Pepler. Nobody's really given the Royals any sort of forechecking trouble here. Trying to stop him at the red line. It's not working. Fairhead. Weak shot in. Handled by Slaney. Puck goes to the far boards. Now Murphy. He's on it. He's got some recruits with him. Shoots it back to Chase Brokoff. He just loses the handle on it. He was looking for his brother, who was wide open to the left of him. Couldn't get it across the mouth to Ty. Just slid off of Chase's stick. Morgan covers it up. Murphy now with it. Back to the point. Skips away from Cooks. He's got to get on his horse. He does. Spins away from trouble. Comes up. Gets pushed against the boards. No help from Okotoks. Royals just shoot it in. Carvazio there. Up to Brokoff. Brokoff to the middle. Hands the puck back to the Royals. Royals are just playing catch now. Shot up the center. 15 puts it in. Slaney's going to get a break. 4:26. Royals are happy just to shoot the puck in. Loose puck right off the draw, put towards the net by the Royals. Back to number 20. He swings and misses. Still goes in though. Brady Murphy, head of steam on him. Tries to split the forwards. He does. Gets it up to Brokoff. He's trying to go around this tie. He's got some room. Shot towards the goal. Off of a skate and into the corner. Now it's the Royals. They come out. Just shoot it out. Murphy. Right up center. Tries to hit his brother. Ty Brokoff with it. Chops it in. Never Slake with it. Looking into the zone, dumps it in. Burrows is going to get a penalty for a cross check. Up high on Brockhoff, on Ty Brockhoff. Now Murphy gets one for being a little bit too chatty. Brady Murphy looking for an explanation, not going to get one. 5-on-5 hockey. Brady Murphy goes to the net, puts it through the legs, tries to retrieve it. Now Chase Brockhoff tries to go down, low, cycling with Brady Murphy, comes to the middle, nobody there. Clark shoots it in hard around the boards. Murphy mishandles it. Good interception. White was no, just Brady Murphy. I thought that ball was on White, getting a penalty, but it was Brady Murphy. F now talking to the ref, asking for some instruction. 3:20 left. These refs are going to have had enough of this. Off the face-off, hard around the boards, doesn't go, hit the net. Hef right there, good play, picks up the puck, spins, shoots it all the way down. That was just extra effort by that young man to fish the puck out of the quarter and throw it down. Five-on-4 hockey, Royals advantage. Can't handle the puck, that's Walters off his skate, hammered back down by Heffron. Mullally thinking he could take advantage of the slow play by number 12. 12 still with it, into the zone. Weak pass back to 19. 24 gives chase. Good play by 24. Almost intercepted out to the front of the net. Now to the side. 5 spins away from trouble. Bounces it off the board. 22 tries to get it in deep. That's got to be a holding penalty. It is. 22 is pleading his case to no avail. That was a clear hold on Jake Brennan as he had a head of steam up and was breaking away from 22. Not a bad penalty to take. Saved the breakaway. 4-on-4 hockey. Won by Coderre. Still in with it. Coderre behind the net. Looking in front. Good play. Still with it. In control. Bad pass back to Carvaggio. Now we got a foot race. Slaney leaves it for Carvaggio. Cooper Cooks now behind his net. 2 minutes left to play. 6-3. Carvaggio over the blue line. Pumps it in. No icing. 18 first on it, skates past it, 3 has it, he sees somebody north. Good stick by Cooper Crooks, back to retrieve is Coderre. Goes to the middle, intercepted by 3. Crooks gets in his way, knocks him off the puck. Now it's icing by Okotoks. Minute 35 left. Oilers about to go on a man advantage here. Royals 40 shots on net. 6 of them got past young Benjamin Slaney. Heffron puts it behind his net. Up to Williams. To the middle. Too hot to handle by Coder. Now it's 9. He's coming back. Doesn't get a shot off. Big stick by Nevis Slate. Behind the net. Now it's Williams. He's out. Flip pass to Murphy. Can't handle it. Just pumping it back. Royals happy to take the time. Nevis Slate. Bad pass again to Williams. He gives up on the puck. Royals get it. All the way back. 50 seconds left. Quick pass up to McNeil. He can shoot. He seems to be struggling and fighting with the puck today. Then the Nevis Slate. Centering pass. Almost intercepted. F's got to get that shot on net. Coder comes in with a shoulder. .32 seconds left. Coder's going to the box. But so is number 3, White. The ref has seen enough of these extracurricular actions. Brady Murphy having a chat with 2 of the Royals players. You're up now, throwing Heffernan out. Not sure what he said. Now comes all the way down. 33 seconds left in the game. A penalty-filled affair. Four-on-four hockey. Run by Hayes. He just shoots it down. Not going to call that icing. They're just going to stay behind the net with it, I think. Take the win. Royals now up. Crooks tried to line up his man. Got around him. 16. Shot towards the net. Good save by Slaney. Right at the end. 10 seconds left. 5 with it. He opened the goal scoring for them. Shot towards the net. Good save by Ben Slaney. Did not see it. 0.1 seconds left. They just let it run down, and that is the hockey game. Royals 5 unanswered goals in the third period. Certainly not young Slaney's fault by any stretch of the imagination. Royals elated with the win. That will boost them a little higher up the standings. I don't think there'll be any pushing and shoving after this game, so we're going to cut the live stream off. Thanks for joining us. A couple more games this season for your Okotoks Oilers. Stay tuned to the schedule. Thank you for joining us.